What's up, Fit Fam, and welcome back to the channel. I'm your girl Corey, and today we are going to be doing a workout that is a little bit longer than the ones that we typically do. We are going to be focusing today on our hips, glutes, and our legs. As you can see, I am using a set of ankle weights, which are totally optional. I will also be using a light pair of dumbbells. I believe I'm using 5s in this video. And I also have a yoga block off to the side, and that is simply for support. If you don't have any of that, it is perfectly okay. We can go without it. But if you do, grab it. Now, let's get started. What we're going to do first is we're going to come into some cat-cows. And cat-cows are such a beautiful stretch because they feel so good on the lower back, the upper back, gets the body warm so that we are ready to get busy. We're going to take 3 cat-cows here. Now we are going to do some hip circles, or I don't know what you call these circles, but we're going to do a few in one direction, and then we're going to switch and go to the opposite direction. All we're doing here is warming up the entire body to prepare it for the work and the activation in this sequence. Now tuck your toes, and we are now going to shoot our hips up into our first down dog of the practice, pedaling out our feet. And what we're going to do is, once we get done doing this and we're stretching out our calves and our hamstrings, we're going to find our way to the front of our mat. So you can walk up, you can jump up, you can do whatever it is that you need to do to get to the top of your mat, and do a few forward folds, halfway lifts, another forward fold, halfway lift. We're going to do that 3 times. Now we're going to take our right leg and put it back into a low lunge. Bring both hands on the inside of that left foot. And what we're doing is we are simply tapping our knee and then extending that right leg again. That is working our hamstrings, our glutes, stretching out our feet and our calves, and we're doing 8 reps of that. Now take that left foot back and go back into a down dog, walking that out just a little bit. And now we are going to find our way to the top of our mat again, doing a few forward fold, halfway lifts, and then we're going to take our left leg and repeat the same exercise on that left leg. You should absolutely be feeling a burn right now. Take that right foot and take it back to meet the left foot at the back of the mat for another down dog. We are pedaling out our feet, and we are going to find our way back into what? Another standing forward fold. Now, the way this one is going to work, after a few forward folds and halfway lifts, we are then going to find ourselves into the plank position, because we are going to now repeat that same exercise except with both legs at the same time. So you can step back into plank, you can jump back into plank, whatever it is that you want to do. but get back into a plank, a high plank, making sure that you keep your bottom tucked in and not dipped up. And then we're tapping both knees at the same time for 8 counts. Now lower your body all the way down and press yourself up into an upward dog, because now we are trying to release all of that from in that lower back, the glutes, the quads, the hamstrings, and the legs. And we're just going to stand it for a few counts, taking some deep breaths, finding ourselves back on our knees, and we're going to I'm grabbing that yoga block because I need the support. What we're going to be doing now is some bird dog taps. Allow that left arm to come out and extend the right leg behind you, and you're simply going to lift and tap for a count of 8. Now hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop back into a child's pose to release all of that out, because your lower back is probably like, wow, that was intense. And so is your glutes, your arms, and your leg. That bird dog is a excellent exercise for the entire body. And now we're just going to repeat on the opposite side. Again, the yoga block is simply for support of my wrist. And tap for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Yeah, that's probably burning. Drop back into a child's pose to release it all out. Now what I'm going to do is, this is where the lightweight set of dumbbells come into play. But again, you do not have to use dumbbells if you don't have any, or if you just don't want to. It's perfectly okay. It's not a requirement, but this is just an option for you. It helps to increase a little bit of the strength that you're trying to achieve in your exercises. So we're going to find ourselves lying on our backs. And after we make our adjustments, we are going to find ourselves in a glute bridge. And we're doing glute bridge raises and lifts, and we're doing them slow and controlled, making sure we are activating our glutes and making our glutes do all the work, as I've talked about in many videos. And we're doing this for a count of 8. Now we're going to hold for a count of 8, activating those glutes. Good job. Now release, and we're going to kind of wiggle just a little bit. And this is where I'm reaching over and grabbing that light pair of dumbbells. Again, if you don't have it, it's okay. You can do dead bugs without them. These are going to be dead bug taps, and you're going to tap that right leg, that right heel, and bring it back up, making sure that your lower back is pinned to the floor. That's where you're going to get that core activation. And we're switching to the left leg. And it's a tap and a lift. I love this exercise because for as minimal as it is, it really does the job. And we're just going to hold for 8. Good job. Bring your feet back down to the mat, and we're going to do a quick release with our windshield wiper legs. Because, yeah, we're needing to release that lower back and those abs because they're burning pretty good right about now. Now we're going to find ourselves on our side, left or right, whichever side you want to start on. I am starting on my left side, so I will be raising up my right leg. These are just some simple leg lifts, and we want to do this for 8 lifts. For 5, 4, squeeze when you bring it down. 3, 2, and 1, and we're going to pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That burned. All right, now let's flip it over and get to the other side because you know it's all about symmetry over here. Good job. Now roll over on your tummy and press yourself up into a quick up dog to release all that out. And then press yourself back and let's do a few cat-cows. Good job. Now we're going to tuck our toes, press our hips up into a down dog, pedal out our feet, find our way to the front of the mat to repeat the sequence. A few forward folds and halfway lifts. Drop that right leg back for the tap and extend. Good. Low lunge tap, extend. Tap and extend. Good job, down dog. I love this pedal because it always feels so good stretching out the calves and the feet. Feels so good. Top of the mat, forward fold, exhale, halfway lift. drop that left leg back. Tap and extend. We're back in our downward dog, pedaling out, stretching out, releasing that stretch. A few breaths here. This time we're just going to go directly into our plank for our double knee tap and extend. And right here, we are just doing a little bear hold and then dropping down into our child's pose to release all of that out. We're about to go into our bird dogs. Bird dog taps. Extend that left arm and right leg for our taps and extend. Good job. Drop back into a child's pose to release for a moment. And then right back up into the bird dog on the left side. Good job. Back into our child's pose where we always find comfort. Let's get back on our backs again for our glute bridges and weighted dead bug taps. Press your hips up into your glute bridge. Now hold for a count of 8. Good job. Bring those knees in just a little bit. Do those windshield wiper releases to release all of that out. Now we're doing our dead bud taps. Good job. Excellent. Bring those weights in the chest. Lay those over to the side. We are almost there. Bring those knees in and just kind of give that low back a little massage because we've been working really hard today. Now find yourself on your sides for your laying leg lifts. We are almost to the finish line. Good job. Yeah, I need to stretch it out just a little bit because that hip is burning. Switch over to the opposite side because at this point, the entire lower body should be on fire. And that's good. That's what we want. Excellent work. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that hip is burning. So we are just going to tap it out a little bit, roll over onto our tummies, press ourselves up into a down dog, releasing all of that good hard work that we did in this sequence. I'm so proud of you. You did amazing. Great job. Now we're going to press ourselves back into our last child's pose because it is just an amazing pose and it feels good. It stretches the entire body and it signals to our body that it is time for us to do our quick little stretch. So we're going to get into a seated forward fold and we're going to grab our toes to stretch. We're stretching out our low back and our glutes, our hamstrings, our quads. If you can't reach the toes, it's okay. You can do whatever works for you. You can hold on to the ankle or even to the back of the calf or even back of the thigh, but never the knee. So regardless, wherever you are, just meet yourself wherever you are. A couple of crossing over your legs and twisting here because we're going to get into that a little bit more here in a second. Now you can find yourself in easy pose or legs crossed, whichever looks, log pose, whatever. And we're going to do some side stretches to stretch out that side body, taking a few deep breaths here and stretching out our neck, because our neck definitely needs to be stretched out. Sometimes we forget about that, especially if we sit a lot. We need to do that, and do that on the opposite side. And this is something that you can realistically do from a chair if you need to. Seated supine, twisting out those abs, that lower back. Let's get in a couple of shoulder rolls. First, we're going to do them in backwards, and then we're going to reverse course and roll them forward. I love a good shoulder roll because you can do it anywhere. You can do it at your desk. You can do it in your car. It's great. We're going to do a couple of chest opens, chest close stretches to get those lats, because we use those. And finally, we're going to go forward for our seated forward fold. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat. Drop me a comment and let me know which is your problem area. Your hips, your glutes, your core. I'd love to hear from you. Like, share, and subscribe for more lower body workouts. See you next time.